Are the skies naturally gray? I used to think about this question when I was in primary school. But look at these pictures I took while traveling. So if we do live on the same planet, how come some people's sky look like this, while others look like this? This all resulted from one thing: air pollution. Referring to WHO, 90% of the people around the world breathe polluted air. Each year, it's estimated that 7 million deaths are due to exposure from outdoor and household air pollution, ranking the fourth largest risk factor in the world in 2017. Well, if you are in America, you can relax a bit. You probably have the best air quality in the world. However, when we look at the rest of the world, air pollution has done far more damages, especially in Southeast Asia, where over 2 million people a year die of air pollution. Similar numbers are found in the Western Pacific and Africa. Anyways, what caused all of this? What makes part of the world have gray skies and millions of people die every year? To answer that, we have to look at ourselves and probably look more at the big factories in your city and your local government. Well, air pollution is a mixture of gases and particulate matter, which is small solid liquid particles suspended in the air. Some of these gases are sulfur, nitrogen, and carbon monoxide. Take a guess what particulate matter contains. Ready? Particulate matter, or PM, contains acids, water, black carbon, heavy metals, and soil. Yes, tiny pieces of metals including zinc, iron, and copper are floating in the air when you breathe, but they are extremely small. PM 2.5, for example, is particulate matter 2.5 micrometers and smaller. Think about a single hair from your head. That is about 30 times larger than PM 2.5. They are formed when wood and fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas are burned, and when such burning reacts with the surrounding environment. Although natural sources such as volcano, pollen, dust, and forest fires contribute to air pollution, cars, trucks, other modern-day vehicles, and factories are big sources of air pollution too, which is why many countries are exploring renewable and clean energy sources such as wind, water, solar power, etc. Let's go back to our original question. Why is there more pollution in some places? Let's take a second to think. Places with little people, or places where people don't burn fossil fuels, certainly have less air pollution. But since air pollution impacts poor people overwhelmingly more, there are other reasons too. In developing countries or poor areas, little law exists to treat pollution, or there's not enough money to actually implement or act on any pollution treatment plan. Also, developing countries tend to use more coals that produce more air pollution than any other energy sources. It's a complicated issue. We will explore more in the following classes. So, why would the air we breathe, the thing we rely on the most for our survival, lead to death and severe illness? Under normal conditions, as we all know, we breathe in oxygen. Our lungs absorb the oxygen and fill our blood cells with oxygen. So we just keep on breathing, surviving, and live our happy lives. However, when we breathe polluted air, harmful gas and particulate matter get inside our lungs together with oxygen. For example, if carbon monoxide enters our blood with the oxygen, it will basically strip the oxygen off from the blood cell. We don't have any oxygen in our blood anymore. We need oxygen. The result? Our body tissue, heart, brain would be damaged and eventually death. Not the most ideal situation, I would say. Particulate matters, on the other hand, are probably worse. It's basically breathing in rocks, or gasoline in some cases. It gets into our respiratory tract, which is here, and gets deep into lungs. And some may even penetrate the lungs and get into our bloodstream directly. In short term, it only causes irritated eyes, nose, and throat, but in the long term, it leads to bad lung function and respiratory diseases. Air pollution is like dumping dirt and all sorts of poisonous things into the air. It's not just gonna disappear. Let's breathe while millions of chimneys, cars, power plants, and burning landfills are shooting toxins into the air. So, can this be saved? Can we save ourselves from our own faults once again? I believe we can. We cannot undo past mistakes, so let's focus on our future. Let's enter our new unit, the air pollution, and see how you can make a difference. You have some fun while saving the planet? Visit our website to check out more activities we plan.